Hi, Art Ville here with We Buy Houses Home Services. Today I wanted to talk to you about a new problem that's coming into the real estate markets across the country. This is a problem that has not come to pass exactly yet, but it will be coming soon in the next few months. The problem is real estate prices rising. Now, I know that may not seem like a problem, that actually seems like a solution, but if you listen to some of the logic, you'll see that this can be a problem in the next few months. A lot of articles, a lot of news shows are reporting that the real estate industry or the real estate market is starting to reach the bottom. They're saying that they think house prices have gotten as low as they're going to go, and that they're starting to see more and more economic factors that show that people are starting to buy houses. And basically the bottom, we might have reached the bottom in this real estate market. What people don't see that is very much a real problem is that in the next few months, let me start at the beginning. The real estate markets have reached bottom. Let's say, for argument's sake, banks are sitting with a large amount of inventory in their portfolio right now. Banks have taken back properties they foreclosed on properties, and they have not put those houses back on the market because they what banks try to do is they try to ease a few properties into the market at a time so that they won't depress the prices too much. Well, if everyone, including the banks, starts getting wind that the market is recovering and that the prices aren't that bad, then the first thing all of these banks are going to do, because it's natural economics, is they're going to say, okay, let's go ahead and move our properties into the market because the prices are recovering, and we need to get rid of some of this inventory. Because remember, just holding inventory costs money, and add that to the fact that they're paying fees and maintenance fees and costs to maintain the property. This can add up to a significant amount of their income maintaining these properties. Now, add to that the fact that they just settled the 49 state settlement over the robo-signing incident. What that means is that a lot of banks, now that that's settled, they're going to go back to foreclosing on a lot of properties. A lot more properties are going to come up for foreclosure, and the banks are going to want to get rid of those properties. They're going to be taking those properties back. So they're going to be adding to their inventory, but they're going to hear that the markets are improving. So they're going to immediately say, let's go ahead and put some of this property into the market. And then that in turn is going to flood the market with more inventory. And if you know anything about economics, when you flood a market that has a weak demand with more inventory, then you're going to drive down prices. So although the markets may be starting to recover as far as with residential real estate, it might not be the best thing. It really depends on how these banks handle it. And I don't think the banks are going to do it knowing that they're going to depress the market. I think the bank's logic is going to be that I don't know what these other banks are doing, but I need to protect my bank, and we need to get rid of some of this inventory. And so I'm going to put my properties on the market and go ahead and let them sell because the market is recovering. But if every bank starts to do that same thing and live off that same scenario, then you run a problem, because all of the banks at the same time are really going to flood the market. So that's something you need to look out for and pay attention to. If you're thinking about selling your own house, then I would suggest one of two things. Either one, price your property ahead of the market. In other words, lower your price to the point that you're actually lower than a lot of the stuff that's going on market. The reason I say that is because one of two things will happen. Either you'll get a fast sale, or if you price it very low, you actually create a buying frenzy, and more people will try. More investors and homeowners that have access to loans will try to buy, and they'll actually drive up the price just slightly, not very much, but they will drive up the price. The other option for you is to sell your house with creative financing. I always think this is the best way to go, because there is a huge underserved market in this economy of people who cannot get bank loans, but they would like to buy a house. And if you offer some form of creative financing, you can satisfy that market. There are a huge number of buyers that want a house with creative financing. If you don't know anything about creative financing, check out our website at www.sellonterms.com. That's sellonterms.com. We can either buy your house from you, or using creative financing, or we can put your house on the market with creative financing terms. We have a very good system set up for that, and we can help you with it. And it's no direct cost to you. So until next time, happy hunting and hope everything goes well. Thanks.